Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design, and welcome. And oh my God, Christmas is almost here. We're talking days now. By the time you see this on Monday, it will be, 4 or 5 days before Christmas. So I want to jump on really quickly and wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you do celebrate this time of year with your friends and family. That is a joyful one, a wonderful one, a blessed one, and full of love and memories. And I want to do a quick flip through of this journal notebook thing that I finally created and finished to my best ability at this time, because I don't think I'm going to put it up for sale. Let it sit and ruminate for any farther than this. And just thank you all for a wonderful year. We've had some leaps and bounds. The Etsy shop has done really well for me as a digital, even though we've had many months of downtime. The YouTube did blossom quite a bit in the past couple months. So hopefully I can find the right niche and you guys will continue to join me on that venture. And but I don't know if there'll be any more videos in the next 2 weeks. The kids are home, we're hanging out, watching, everyone wants to see us and hang out as long as we can all stay healthy enough. And so I do want to start a cozy winter kit project with the gingerbread looking house Trader Joe thing. But who knows? I don't want to promise that. It may be something we do 1st of January, do a little winter something. And hopefully some new kits will will be right behind it with it. So, I just wanted to wish you all the best of the season and hope that everybody has a really great 2 weeks into the new year. And let's cross our fingers and do a lot of prayers that we can go into the new year happy. And start off with a wonderful bang, not a bad bang. So in the end here, I just went ahead and took this lovely Dashin Thru Tri-fold, we're going to call it notebook, and ephemera holder. And I just wrapped some of my fun, really soft yarn around it to keep it closed, because it does pop open due to the fact that the press board is pretty solid. And then when I put the notebook in there, it did sort of pop the top, off to one end. Made some little changes, but as you can see in the back, when it's folded, you can see the red rickrack. We've got the lace and the trim in the front. I put beads on the front. I did not end up doing confetti. I forgot I had these beads and stuff, so I put the gold and the red on there. But I do love the glitter on the spots of snow that I wanted to pop out. And then on the back, you can see the rickrack, but I did put in the notebook with a piece of elastic ribbon and to help it stay inside. And so with that, I put some beads and some charms on the end of it. One says joyful. We got a little, I think it's supposed to be like a pine cone. So on the end, because the strings are there, so I felt, well, if I had something on them, I wouldn't feel so, weird about it. I couldn't figure out where to put the strings. So just a quick bow, double knotted, not a big deal. So in this front cover, of course, it's decorated. You open it up. I put the pearls on the inside. Really simple. And then we have our notebook journal. So I went ahead and collaged the front to sort of have our sleigh people sort of blend into the bottom. And lined it with another piece of paper, so it's definitely thicker. And then just put random paper in here, like we did with the flip-flop journal. Folded it, band it, did whatever. This one may stay out, and I may write this way. I may turn it and write this way. But we have writing space in different areas and in different ways throughout. And then I just put our Santa in the middle, which is where you see that I did sew the signature together, but I didn't sew it in. So we can just pull it out with a little piece of elastic. It is sewn in nicely so the pages don't come loose. And we can just keep flipping through it. So I'll show you that. So it's really nice though, because I can pull it out and write on it. And then when I'm done writing on it for the moment, I can just slip it right back in and not, lose it. So on this back page, I did glue it and stuck 2 of my journal cards in here because these little guys were not going to stay in that other belly band for the life of me. It was not staying. So we went with plan B on that one. So another little sew spot. It's a tuck if I want to put a little note in here. Little tip on the back, so I just decorated it. And then because this paper technically is this big, on the back side, I just flipped it out and I glued the last 3 cabinet cards and turned them into pockets. So I just stuffed cute little guys and gals in here, right? the vertical cabinet card, one of the blue guys, which I love putting the blue sort of behind all this lovely red and green. It's a nice contrast, which is why I loved the teal one. I want to make sure he sticks out. So there you go. So there's some journal cards, some tags, pocketed. This was definitely much a pocket ephemera holder type feel throughout this whole thing. Let's make sure I'm in pocket. I'm in. Oh yeah, I definitely zoomed up really close so you could see this and I didn't have to worry about it. So we ended there, and then I just added a little bit more glitter and glue and glitter to her band because I had some left over in my waste pile, and I was like, well, I can't waste it. So I love it. So the nice thing is this is where it's a tri-fold, but it's also sort of a flip-flop because when we're done with the notebook journal, you flip it over. We have our envelope, which I did not glue it down, guys. I could not decide what to do, and if it is something that I decided to keep for myself, I may not want to. I may decide to glue these guys in. One of the other cards end up in here too. I may write on it. I don't know what I'm going to do. So we're going to leave it open for options. I did add in some holly to add some oomph to our back page besides this distress. Now, to be on the safe side, I'm going to open it up completely. And I made myself a tag. I had a clothing tag left over from our last little shopping spree, and I just sort of covered the obvious spots. I don't mind the sewing part. That's sort of cute. But I just added some of our frills to it, and we're just going to, it fits perfectly. It's the right height, and I just stuck it in here for something. Now, what I do with it, I don't know. May put a saying, may put a word, quote, who knows on the back. But it's something that's sort of a placeholder in that poor belly band, and it's not a complete waste. So if you saw, then we did the 4 stacked pocket corners and flats, and we just went ahead and filled it, of course, with all the wonderful ephemera ready to go. Decorated as we showed you. I don't know if I did it on camera, but I did add more glitter. I added that same glitter everywhere else, and I went ahead and I can tell at all. There we go. 2 parts of the tree and the snow in the globe, or in the ornament. I went ahead and added the snow to that too. So things are just tucked in here nicely to all the little things. This I did finish on camera with you, just barely. And it just has a little word kindness hidden underneath him. I love him up close. Isn't that great? We stenciled the back. So really easy to write on, but it's a nice long journal card tag to put in there. And of course the little girls, the last of the cabinet cards, are up here for writing ability. And I get more blue, sort of to offset the other colors. So there you go. I mean, it's really that simple. Nice little flip-flop notebook. Ephemera holder we used with pressboard and digital printouts. That's what I have. I mean, I have a lot of scrapbook paper, but it is all like spring and little girl, like when the girls were little, and for their scrapbook albums that I was supposed to be making as they were getting older. Haha. They barely both have like a 1 year, first year or so worth done. Yeah, bad mom. But I have all these spring ones, which I will probably use. I will probably pull one of those, use what's in your stash ordeal come spring. And I'm probably going to pull out every scrapbook pad I have and see how much of the generic, like, spring stuff we can pull out of it. And I'll make, pockets and ephemera and all that stuff with that spring stuff. But, right now it's all I have. So for me, digitals are what I use. Plus, I always have at least one set of my kits printed to show you guys. So, must use up the ink, must use up the paper. Can't let any of that go to waste. That's money out of my pocket. So, might as well put it to good use. So, thank you so much all for joining me here. I appreciate those of you who did participate in the giveaway video. It was hidden to see who would listen to the end. And my loyal ladies who comment all the time did respond. And so at this time, I'm probably going to send out a little goodie to each one of you. For I didn't get what I was hoping to get. And that's okay. I'm over 300 views. And like I said, I'm a third of the way there-ish. And we're just going to keep working at it really hard next year and see what happens. If I get really busy with the Etsy shop and the digitals, and I just don't have time to do videos except to reveal a new kit, then that's what I do. I'll become the digital YouTuber showing you what I've created. That way it's not too much on any one person on the design team side. They can create with it, but I don't have to worry about showing it, and I can describe what I did and why. But if we're not super busy on that end, and I'm really enjoying making things and you guys love what I make, then we'll keep going that way too. So again, have a wonderful end of the season, a wonderful end to the year. I hope you're with loved ones, family, friends, people who you care about, that you make wonderful memories, that you have a just a lovely time at it. And even if it means there's some moments where you're just by yourself, we need our downtime, we need our self-care, we need to take care of ourselves so that we can go into the new year and be there for each other. We can't do that if our wells are dry. So love you all. Thank you so much for a wonderful year. I really, really appreciate it. Looking forward to all kinds of new things. And we will see you for sure in the new year. And if something comes up, well, then I guess it'll just pop up in your notifications, right? Thank you all so very much. This is Jolene with A Jewel Design, and I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.